It's been almost a year since Dominic Mysterio became the AAA Mega Champion, defeating Elio Del Vikingo last year at Worlds Collide back in September. Since then, Dominic Mysterio has only had a small handful of matches, a small handful of title defenses since winning, bleh, can't speak, since winning the AAA Mega Championship. Already, if I am seeing this right, excuse me. If I'm seeing this right, he's only had at least like three, at least what, three title defenses already since winning the crown, and apparently people are not happy that he has not defended the AAA Mega Championship all that much. There were even rumors that he was going to be defending the title earlier this year at WrestleMania against Finn Balor. However, that did not come to pass because, well, it just ultimately became a street fight against the Demon. Excuse me. Sorry about that, guys. And as we approach a full calendar year since his title win over Vikingo, we move our attention to Triplemania, arguably one of if not the biggest show that AAA can ever produce. Now we do know that AAA General Manager and WWE and AAA Hall of Famer Rey Mysterio has incited that his own son Dominic would be defending the AAA Mega title on both nights of Triplemania. So we do know that in September, SmackDown will be moving back to 2 hours. In fact, excuse me. In fact, there are rumors that SmackDown will be moving back to 2 hours sometime next month. So, with that being said, we know that the first night of Triplemania will be taking place in Las Vegas, Nevada, and the second night I believe is going to be in Monterrey, Mexico. If I remember. Oh wait, no, in Mexico City. I think it's in Mexico City. It's either in Monterrey or Mexico City, one or the other. I think it's Mexico City. Excuse me. So with that in mind, the question becomes, who will Dominic face on the first night? Well, we do know that he is scheduled to defend the title against El Grande Americano after Grande won the Rated Reyes tournament earlier this year, and that matchup is set in stone. Rumor has it that match could very may well take place on night 2 of Triplemania, which honestly, I'm all for it. Now, I don't really know if it's actually going to happen on night 2 or if it's going to happen on night 1. For all we know, that match may never happen in any capacity. Reason being, it's Dominic Mysterio. He would rather hang on to the title and not defend it at all than defend the title and lose it to a guy who in Dom's eyes is not that big of a hero as Dirty Dom is. Which makes perfect sense considering that it was El Grande Americano that defeated the original El Grande Americano a few weeks ago at Noche de los Grandes, mask versus mask. And the original El Grande Americano revealed to be Chad Gable, which, let's be real, we all knew. We all knew it was Chad Gable. We knew by the voice, by the fact that the original El Grande Americano would use moves like the German suplex and chaos theory and the flying headbutt, and even also the ankle lock as well. So we kind of knew that it was Chad Gable. But nowadays, Chad Gable has become more humble. He now understands the art of lucha libre, and honestly, it's possible that we could see Dominic Mysterio defend the title against Chad Gable, considering the fact that Chad Gable did say that at some point he was going to be returning to AAA. So it's very possible that it could very may well be Chad Gable versus Dirty Dom on night 1, and then on night 2, if Dom gets past Chad Gable, it'll be Dom versus El Grande Americano, which honestly, it seems like a good idea. On paper, it seems like a good idea. But let's think about this, right? Let's think about the pros and cons of night 1. Let's say the match does happen. Chad Gable versus Dirty Dom. What are the pros and cons? For one, if you're looking from the eyes of Dominic Mysterio, your biggest pro is the fact that you will have the Judgment Day backing you up. They will back you up and they will find some way to essentially help you retain the AAA Mega Championship. Because now Chad Gable, to the eyes of some, he no longer has the Creed brothers or Ivy Nile in his corner, because when he was the original El Grande Americano, yes, he did have the Creeds, he had Ivy Nile backing him up, but now he's all alone. And yeah, sure, he's gained the respect sort of guys like Rey Fenix, guys like Penta, guys like Rey Mysterio, and guys like Dragon Lee, but he still has a long way to go before he can truly understand the art that is lucha libre. And I think that's probably one of the only cons of this matchup is the fact that while it is true that yes, the fans did boo Chad Gable when he was the original El Grande Americano, they also cheered him as well when he took the mask off and revealed himself as Chad Gable. So with that, the biggest con is how the fans would react. Would it be a possibility to see the fans cheer for Chad Gable, or would they boo him? Would they cheer for Dominic Mysterio, or would they boo him? That right there is the ultimate question that I don't even think we'll be able to get answered. So it would have to be against someone that has had his issues with Dominic more times than anybody, and I think honestly, it could be anybody. It could literally be anybody. It could be La Barca, it could be Pagano, it could be Psycho Clown, it could be who else? It could be Mr. Iguana. It could be anybody. It could be hell for all we know. For all we know. And this might just be one of the craziest ideas ever. Low key, it could potentially be Ray Phoenix. For all we know, it could also be as well. Who else? It could be Aerostar, Abismo Negro Jr. It could be El Fiscal. It could be Elio Dead Dr. Wagner Jr. It could be El Messias. It could be Wagner's brother Galeno. The possibilities are out there. Hell, for all we know, it could be Laredo Kid, which I doubt, but you never know. You never know. And think about this: when it comes to the AAA Mega Championship, there have been a grand total of 23 champions. How many different champions have we had so far? We've had at least 10, 12 maybe? 14. There have been 14 champions when it comes to AAA. And it's weird because the inaugural AAA Mega Champion was indeed El Messias back in 2007 in Guadalajara, Jalisco, Mexico. Think about that. Since then, the only person that has held the AAA Mega Championship more times than anyone is indeed El Messias, which I believe, yes, he is a 4-time AAA Mega Champion, and his last run was on March 18th, 2012 at Rey de Reyes. So, think about that. That's definitely something to think about. It's an interesting idea to see El Messias take up that challenge. But that right there is fantasy booking. If we're thinking reality booking, most likely it would probably be Chad Gable on night 1. Now, let's say, for example, Dominic Mysterio does get past Chad Gable. What happens on night 2? Who takes up that challenge? Could it actually be El Messias? Could it be La Barca? Could it be Elio de Dr. Wagner Jr.? Could it be Elio de Flakingo? Could it be Omos? Could it be Mr. Iguana? Possibly. But if we're thinking realistic, right? If we're thinking reality booking, it would most likely have to be El Grande Americano after winning the Rey de Reyes tournament, because once you win that tournament, you are guaranteed a shot at the AAA Mega Championship at any given time. And I believe the rule is that you, as the tournament winner, get to decide when you get that opportunity. So most likely, it'll be at Triplemania, which is possible. But obviously, yes, we are still less than a few months away from both nights of Triplemania taking place. So we'll just have to wait and see. But But if you guys think that I am wrong and you guys think that someone else should take up those opportunities on either night of Triplemania, you guys can let me know down in the comments below. And that'll do it for today's video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure you guys smash that thumbs up button. If you guys are new to the channel and you guys want more WWE/AAA topic videos in the future, then be sure to subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell, and as always, make sure you guys are following me on all of my social media. All of my ads will be in the description below, as will the info to my fan mail. It will also be in the description as well. And on that, this is your boy Nash, signing out.